really it was the reporting side that we felt that we needed to be able to do a lot better. We got around to the thought about getting compliance with some of that training, and of course it was very difficult to be able to report on that, and so that's why we sort of reporting, I think, was one of the key things. Also the data import from our HR system, so that we knew that the people that we basically got everybody from the Forestry Commission on the platform, because again before that it was up to them to create accounts. Some people did, office-based people probably would, but the field staff, you know, they could have been with us for a year before they even created an account, before they even tried to log in. So that was probably the, you know, that came along with the how do we get compliance? Well, if we're talking compliance, we've got to know we've got everybody, and so doing the data import from we use iTrent from that was probably the next thing that came along. I would say now, yes, and that's evolved. But we used to use various sources for e-learning, but of course those civil service learning, you can't get data out of it because it's huge. It just didn't. You know, we didn't have access. Workright, the data was in there, but you had to manually go in and get it. So what we did was we recreated the training, put it all in our platform. So we've got all our mandatory training. We have 9 key mandatory training subjects, and there's a couple of optionals. But we recreated it all in the platform, and then that formed the basis of our mandatory training, which we've got a policy now on mandatory training that lists them and goes, that's mandatory training, everybody has to do it. That's signed off by the exec board and the CEO, both CEOs, because we have 2, strangely. And so that formed the basis of it. And so then we obviously everything revolves around Totara now, because all the mandatory training is there. So we report monthly, weekly sometimes, obviously all automated reports. But we report, and off the back of that report, obviously that gives assurance to the boards that the mandatory training they've said they want us to do is being done. And obviously the system is, you know, we're using it to demonstrate compliance with our policy, and we're obviously with health and safety legislation as well, because some of it falls under that. So it is a compliance thing and there's an assurance thing, and it's worked fantastically in doing that. When we started, and when we first got all the packages in and we ran our first report, we had something like a 15% compliance on everything. So what we did was said, okay, to show compliance, we want to show that everybody, you know, if everybody has done all those 9 packages, that was how we started reporting it, and we had about 15% compliance. We are now, on average, it's around about in between 85 and 90% that we've got it to. And of course, you'll never get 100% because of, you know, you've got new people starting, you've got people on sick leave, you've got, like, for example, with the certifications, it drops that off a month before. So if you run a report in that month and they haven't done it, then it doesn't, obviously it shows that they're not compliant. So, you know, we sort of feel that anything above 85% is good enough. It was very smooth because, you know, I mean, I always saw it as an upgrade, as opposed to, it's not a new platform per se, is it? You know, it's taking what you've got and effectively bolting more on the front end of it, or, you know, in some cases on the back end of it. But no, it went fine. I mean, I don't remember any major issue. It went very smoothly, and the support we get is fantastic. It's very quick, and I mean, it's great. Obviously, the support team know exactly what they're talking about, and if they don't know, they look and find out. I think, for us, the massive benefit has been the compliance that it's given us without really having to work at it. And that's because of the automation in the system, the certification, and then the reporting that goes along with it. That's really helped us, and we keep getting lots of pats on the back and that from our senior leadership, going, yeah, brilliant, well done, we've got it. And I'm thinking, well, we've used the system, but it's the system that has made this happen. Yeah, I think that the compliance and reporting is probably the big win over certainly over Moodle. I'm very comfortable and happy with the relationship we've got with Hubken at the moment. I couldn't fault the service desk and the help that we do get, and also the way that the account's managed by the account manager. He's in contact, regular contact with us. I'm more than happy with the level of service we get. Like I said, and also I guess it's the personal service as well, because the people who work on the help desk who resolve issues and that, it's the same people that we see, and so you sort of build a relationship with them as well, which is great. So I don't, I think it's a great service, and for me, long may it continue. I wouldn't like to be moving anywhere else.